What's going on, guys? I'm your host from the East Coast, GeneTheMan94, here to give you my better late than never WWE No Mercy 2016 review. Now, I thought this show was a pretty good show. I was pretty busy yesterday, but I got a chance to watch it, so that's why the review was a little bit late. I had a couple things I needed to take care of, but I appreciate your guys' patience with me. But better late than never, right? So let's get right into it. I did think it was a good pay-per-view. A couple matches they could have kept on the pre-show or something. I didn't really care about, but the main matches we were supposed to care about was definitely good. So it kicked off with, surprisingly, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. AJ Styles, John Cena, and Dean Ambrose. AJ the champion, of course. Now, I was surprised that this match kicked off the show, because I'm just like, isn't this like the main event? Why are they putting it on first? It wasn't until today that I realized, oh, the debate is today. So, of course, they're going to try to get their main event match out first so people won't tune off when that match is happening. So they get it over with early, so before they lose the viewers that they're going to lose, they at least get to see the championship match. So I think that was smart on their side, marketing-wise. But it was an incredible match. I loved every aspect of it. Everyone felt like they mattered in this match. Lots of them all being in the ring at one time instead of just like, oh, let's throw you out the ring and we'll fight, or let's throw you out the ring and then we'll fight. It wasn't too much of that. It happened a couple times, but it wasn't like overbearingly obvious that it was supposed to be, one-on-one until the guy comes in and makes the save. They were all in the ring. They all interacted with each other, doing moves. They had a bunch of good spots. It was like a double suplex spot where they all suplexed each other pretty much. I think Cena tried to go for like a double AA. I don't think it worked, but still the same thing. I think they did like a couple suplex spots off the top rope. It was just a nice match all around. Ambrose, AJ, and Cena, they all just put their all in this match, and it was just very enjoyable. The crowd was very into it. The near falls acted like they mattered. Mauro Ranallo did an excellent job of selling the importance of this match. But the finish was almost weird because Ambrose had AJ in his own calf crusher, and then Cena got in the ring and put AJ in the STF, and he tapped out. So the ref was just like, you both made him tap, but we can't have two winners, so we got to restart the match. So he restarted the match, and they continued fighting. AJ broke up a Dean pinfall after he hit the Dirty Deeds on Cena, and Cena hit an AA off the top rope. He hit Dean with the AA off the top rope is what I'm trying to say. AJ brought in a steel chair and hit Cena and picked up the win off of that. So he had to use some tactics to win. So that means once Cena comes back in the future, he's probably going to come back again for the world title because he's still chasing 16 times. Definitely a good match. I already knew AJ was going to retain because it sounds like Cena and Dean are going to be leaving here pretty soon. So it was very enjoyable for what it was. Nikki Bella versus Carmella. Now, I like this match too. It wasn't for the Women's Championship match. It was definitely a storyline that was not having anything to do with the Women's Championship, which, once again, I liked. Because you don't have to have every single woman on SmackDown going for the championship all at one time. You can have separate storylines. They turn Carmella heel. She's trying to make a name for herself because Nikki Bella is pretty much one of the top faces in the whole company in terms of the women's division. Revolutionizing whatever they're doing and all the stuff that's come about now. The whole Give Divas a Chance thing and then the Women's Revolution. Nikki Bella had a very big part in that. So Carmella, of course, is going to go after who she feels is the most important woman for her to go after. And, turned heel, started attacking her, just been attacking her for weeks and weeks and weeks. And they finally get their match. Nikki Bella was very excited to get her hands onto Carmella. She wanted to show the rookie why she was the longest reigning Divas champion and a staple in the women's division today. Carmella did great work, working over Nikki Bella in this match, working over her neck injury because, that almost ended her career. So why not target something that's going to help you win the match in the end? But yeah, I liked how Carmella worked her over. Nikki Bella did some good selling, definitely got Carmella over a little bit more. And she's doing better and better. It's definitely a change from when she first came up to SmackDown. So it's good. I like where they're going with her. And Nikki Bella did get the win. I believe she hit the rack attack on her and was able to pick up the victory here. But it was okay. She finally got her hands on somebody that had been going after her and making her look foolish. And she finally got her revenge. So it was a nice match. We had The Miz bragging to Daniel Bryan and Shane that he's going to retire Dolph just like Daniel Bryan is. You know, they're still doing that whole Talking Smack segment, Fallout thing, where The Miz still talks about Daniel Bryan. He says he's going to request a contract renegotiation when he beats Dolph because, you know, that'll be one less person on the roster, so that'll be more money for him to put in his pockets. The man just trying to fill his pockets up, man. He got a wife and dogs. He got to take care of them. But it was a nice segment here. Daniel Bryan he looks just pissed off. He looks like he wants to kick Miz's head in and just, they've been going at it literally since NXT was a competition. Since NXT was a competition, because I think Miz was Daniel Bryan's pro, and they had issues all the way back from then. So, and I think Daniel Bryan actually made the Miz tap out to win his first championship in the WWE. So they've had heat with each other for a long time. After that, though, we got the WWE Tag Team Championship match: the Usos versus Heath, Slater, and Rhyno. Once again, I love the work that the Usos are doing. I say it every week, you know, on my Smackdown reviews. But the work that the Usos are doing are just great. They've really slowed down their matches a lot and have worked on the technical side of it. The ground and pound, we gonna hurt you and put you in these locks, and we gonna take out your legs, and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. They've become more dominant. That Samoan dominance has come out of them, and it definitely works for them. They seemed like they wanted the titles bad, and I actually thought, because I did do a predictions video, I actually thought the Usos were going to win this match, but Rhyno was able to save the match for them, and they were able to keep the titles. So I guess they're going to keep the titles on these guys for a minute. Hey, give Heath Slater that lengthy title reign he so desperately needed. And he's relevant, and he's over, and the crowd loves him. So I have no problem with it. The Usos will win the tag team championships in the future, so not too much to worry about. Next we had a match I kind of didn't really care about. It was Baron Corbin versus Jack Swagger. It was a nice match, but they kind of gave it away on SmackDown, so it kind of didn't really matter to me as much. It was still a solid match, solid contest between these guys. They're big guys, so, you know, they're not going to do too much flashy things. But Corbin, I think Corbin cheated. He, poked him in the eye or something and was able to pick up the victory. But I think this rivalry is going to continue. I definitely want to see more work from these guys. And this has been the first rivalry where Jack Swagger doesn't look completely and utterly useless in a long time. So yeah, we'll see. And he's getting the young Corbin over, so that's cool. We had the Intercontinental Championship match: The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Let me tell you how much I love this match. This match right here was definitely their best match they've ever had with each other. Probably one of their best matches they've ever had in the company, period. One of the most brutal matches that they've had as well. Hell of a contest, and the stipulation of Dolph's career being on the line made it even more important. It had a great feel, and the storytelling was amazing. Dolph had to win this match. If he didn't, he loses everything he worked his whole entire career to achieve. Everything that he strived to be, everything that he continues to be, everything that he wants to be is done. The Miz takes it all away, gets the gloat every week that he took away Dolph Ziggler's career. But Dolph wasn't going to let that happen. He had to search and find and claw something deep inside of him for him to win. He needed to win the big one for once. Well, he's won the big one before, but it's been a long time since he's won one. Credit to The Miz, though, who's been a great IC champion, but Dolph did get his payoff here. Dolph was able to come away with the title. And once again, Mauro Ranallo did an incredible job of selling this match, selling the pinfalls, the moves, how close Dolph was to losing his career, how close he was to being gone from the WWE and out of the wrestling business, how close he was to losing the big one for the last time. Mauro did a great job of selling that. Definitely kudos to him for that. The Miz, during the whole match, just felt like he had the match in the bag. He's beaten Dolph before, so why take him too seriously? He kept mocking Daniel Bryan, and it almost costed him, though. He had been, doing the certain build-up moves that Daniel Bryan had did in his career, and he kept doing them, got the heat from the crowd, and Dolph was eventually fighting out of those and started to fight back a little more. Miz found his way into a sleeper hold from Dolph. And then, Maurice sprayed Dolph and he got hit with the Skull Crusher finale after the Miz fought out of it because it was close. It looked like the Miz was going to have to tap, but he fought his way to the ropes. But after that, of course, Maurice, sprayed Dolph in the face again. Miz hit him with Skull Crushing finale and he got his foot on the ropes at the last second. And I thought it was over. I'm like, oh my God, this man just lost his career. But no, he found his way to stay in the match, to fight and to claw and to keep his career. And then after that, Maurice was just like panicking, like, oh, the Miz might actually lose. So she called out the two members of the Spirit Squad that were on Smackdown. So Kenny Dykstra and Nikki came out to distract Dolph, to help the Miz win. And it backfired on them too. Ziggler super kicked both of them, got them out of here. Then the ref got tired of all the interference. He kicked Maurice and the Spirit Squad out of the match. The Miz was like, no, please don't do this, don't do this. And then he turned around and got hit with a super kick out of nowhere. And we now have a new Intercontinental Champion, and his name is Dolph Ziggler. And this win was one of his biggest wins of his entire career. Everything was riding on it. Everything that he had worked for was riding on this match. He had to win. There was no losing. He couldn't lose. If he lost, it's over. His dream is done, and he would be done. But he didn't. He didn't quit. He didn't give up. He found whatever it was he needed to find and picked up this victory. The crowd was happy for him. I was happy for him. The Miz's face, which is probably the cover art for this video, it was just so priceless. He looked like a lost puppy dog. He sold that well. Oh my God. Everything about this match was just great. Ziggler overcame all those obstacles thrown his way and became the new Intercontinental Champion. So this is just developing his character even more. Because everybody thought he was finished. He was done. He couldn't win anything. And he just proved them all wrong. And I really enjoyed the storytelling of this match and the psychology of every part and every aspect of this match. So this was my match of the night. I just enjoyed this. I can go back and watch this match and be happy that I did it. So yeah. But after this, we were going to have the Women's Championship match between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. But Becky Lynch is injured. She's going to be out for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Not too serious of an injury. I think it's something with her neck or her shoulder. I think she got to get a minor procedure done, but she'll be back sooner rather than later. So Alexa Bliss came out, of course, buried her on the mic, and then Naomi came out. So instead of facing Becky Lynch for the title, she faced Naomi, and Naomi beat her. And I was just so confused. Like, wasn't she about to be in a women's championship match, and now you have her just lose to the person that's not even the champion? So what does that mean? That means Naomi gets a title shot, right? You would think so. Maybe? No? Okay. Alright, so instead of, like I said earlier, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match being the main event, we had Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt close out the show. The culmination of their feud. They've been going back and forth. They haven't touched each other in any matches. They've just been going back and forth, playing mind games with each other. Randy's been playing the mind game of Bray. Bray's been doing a great job on his promos. Randy's been doing an excellent job on his as well. Randy said he's not afraid of Bray. The mystique, the mystery, the brilliance that is Bray Wyatt. He's not afraid of him. He played all the games that he had to play. He even tried to find Bray Wyatt in the back, went through the whole stick of everything that Bray Wyatt does to scare his opponent, and it didn't shake Randy Orton. So they had their match. It was a nice match. I wasn't really paying attention to it at this point because by then I was drained from the day, but it didn't take away from the match. The match was still good. It was enjoyable. They only put it as the main event because, like I said, the debate was on TV, so people were going to tune off anyway. But yeah, they had a good match since they had been, ducking each other for the past couple of weeks and finally got to fight and have the brawl that they've been needing to have. It was good. I liked how Bray looked in this match too. He looked strong. Randy put him over, definitely. And Randy did not come away with the victory, which is the best part of this. Because at the end of the match, as it seemed Randy Orton was about to win with an RKO, the lights went off. Popped back in. Luke Harper was standing in the ring looking at Randy Orton. And Randy was like, oh, here we go. And just as Randy was finna, go after him, he turned around because he realized Bray was still in the ring and fell right into his sister Abigail for the 1, 2, 3. And Bray Wyatt has won a freaking match. I don't know how long it's been since I've said that, but Bray Wyatt won a match. He won. He beat Randy Orton. It was a nice contest, and Luke Harper's returned. So he's back in the Wyatt family. I think Eric Rowan is now hurt. So I don't know, man. They just get the most unfortunate luck. I guess that's why they took away Braun Strowman from the faction. But yeah, overall it was a nice pay-per-view. I didn't watch the pre-show, so I think like the Hype Bros and American Alpha beat the Vaudevillains in the Ascension. I think it was another match too. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it was a decent pay-per-view. I definitely enjoyed Backlash better, but that didn't mean this one was a bad pay-per-view. For what SmackDown is, this was solid. So now the ball is in Raw's court to put on a good pay-per-view, a very enjoyable one. And yeah, I hope they can do that. I hope SmackDown consistently continues to be a good show. And let me know what you guys thought of No Mercy. I've seen a few reviews from around the YouTube world, and a lot of people kind of didn't like it. A lot of people did, but you can't expect greatness every single pay-per-view. So let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Slap a like on the video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll talk to you guys tonight because Raw comes on tonight. So you'll get another video from me later. All right, peace.